on full volume for this weekend state tournament. Now, because of upcoming school consolidation, it will be the Squires' last chance to show their colors. And as John Burton tells us tonight, this team plans to go for it all.
The Abbot Pennings Squires are one of the great eight in the WISA, earning a trip to Milwaukee after defeating Fox Valley Lutheran over the weekend. The Squires made it to the state finals in the early 70s and have gone to state 3 of the last 4 years, but they have never won a state title.
Be the last team to do something that's never been done before, and we're the last chance, and we have a very good chance of doing it.
We played probably the best in the playoffs, and we deserve to be down there to represent the conference. I think they've got the best team down there. I think this is probably one of the best, I say teen teams I've ever had, because the kids really work together well. They complement each other real well.
On paper, Abbot Pennings may have one of their best teams ever, but if the Squires do have a weakness, it may be on offense.
Our strengths have been our defense. I think at times we have struggled offensively, maybe shooting-wise.
Shooting outside was our problem in the beginning of the year, but all of us are starting to come around, so teams are starting to have to come out and guard us, and it's opening it up for the big guys.
And the big guys are key elements to the Squires' success. 2 are even related, 6'11", Kevin Rankin, along with his 6'6" younger brother, Darren.
I'm glad that Kevin's here, and he's done a lot for me, and it's going to be a lot of fun playing with him. This state makes it even more fun, that we just can go down there and beat a championship together.
Pennings will meet Milwaukee Lutheran on Thursday at the spacious Bradley Center, an elaborate place to play compared to their small practice facility, but it too has its own special appeal.
Bradley Center is a gorgeous facility, but I love this gym. It's small, you're running into walls, and there's posts on either side, and so it's just a great atmosphere.
This was the first day of practice for the Squires this year, but even then, in early November, their destiny was taking shape.
Said that we're supposed to make this, we're supposed to go out with a bang. And we got good goals of getting conference, which we're very capable of doing, and getting down to state and making a good showing there.
Madison Edgewood over Whitefish Bay Dominican, and game 2 delayed because that game ran a little long. So we're going down now to the Bradley Center, where Doug Kaufman is standing by for the De Pere Pennings and Milwaukee Lutheran game. Doug?
All right, thank you, John. We are at the Bradley Center this morning. De Pere Abbot Pennings getting ready to take on Milwaukee Lutheran High School. The Squires are coming out onto the court now after their shoot-around. They met with Coach LaViolet back in the locker room. Milwaukee Lutheran stayed on the court as they continue their shoot-around. We are just minutes away from Game 2 of the WIFAA tournament. First game this morning won by Madison Edgewood, 61-53 over Whitefish Bay Dominican, and a barn burner was decided down the stretch by some free throws by Madison Edgewood, but they were tied with less than 2 minutes to go in that ball game. De Pere Abbot Pennings comes into this game on a 6-game winning streak. They took apart Oshkosh Lourdes last Friday night at the Brown County Arena, 58-37. And then on Saturday night, they beat Appleton Fox Valley Lutheran 52-33. Kevin Rankin was into some early foul trouble in both games, but the Pennings bench able to go 7, 8, 9 players deep, and they were able to win both games going away, with everybody seeing quite a bit of action this morning. Milwaukee Lutheran comes in with a record of 14 wins and 10 losses. And these guys are loose. These guys shoot 3-pointers. In fact, their warm-ups, they have T-shirts, and on the back of each jersey, besides their nickname, is the number 3. I asked one of the players for Milwaukee Lutheran, what's the significance of 3? He says, 3-pointers. You watch them shoot around, I'll bet you 75% of their warm-up shots were from 3-point distance. So we look for an interesting game this morning with the Pere Abbot Pennings at 22-2, Milwaukee Lutheran at 14-10. Difference of styles. We all know that Pennings can score on the inside with Kevin Rankin and Darren Rankin. You tend to overlook the other strength of the Pennings team because of Kevin Rankin, but they get some strong perimeter play from Gary Dinney, Joe Herzog, and Tom Benkowski. We saw that during the tournament against Oshkosh Lourdes and Fox Valley Lutheran. Milwaukee Lutheran tends to play more of a playground style. They will shoot them up from 3-point range and beyond. So we're looking forward to an interesting ball game this morning. And I'll tell you what, we're going to try to get the starting lineups all straightened out for you. And we will come back in just a moment or two. It's WIFAA tournament action on WDUZ.
Prepare yourself for some shocking news. Sound World in Green Bay is closing its car stereo department. That got your attention, didn't it? It's not as serious as it sounds, though. In preparation for our new car stereo display, our old display has to be removed. And in order to make room, we've got to move a lot of car stereo components. So to make this as exciting as possible, we've drastically reduced prices. You can save big on components from Alpine, Denon, Pioneer, Panasonic, and Acoustic. Sound World has amplifiers, speakers, cellular telephones, car security systems, radios, radar detectors, and more at prices too good to pass up. Take advantage of our installation department, which guarantees your car stereo system will look as good as it sounds. Pardon our mess, but don't miss the opportunity to save during the remodeling sale going on now at Sound World in Green Bay. A new vision in sound.
It's high school tournament basketball as De Pere Abbot Pennings goes to the WISAA State Tournament. Brought to you in part by the Backgammon Pub, Cerrugi's Candies, Barefoot Grass, Alma Mater, Kaler Flooring, Nicolay Paper, and Clayton's Fireside on AM Stereo 1400 WDUZ.
We're just minutes away from the start of this WISAA Boys Class A tournament game. It is the quarterfinal round. As we mentioned before, Madison Edgewood is advanced to tomorrow night's semifinals. Pennings getting ready to play Milwaukee Lutheran. And later on today, in the same bracket, Racine St. Catherine's will take on Menasha St. Mary's Central. St. Mary's advanced to the tournament by beating Promontory on the last-second three-pointer by Andrew Lotus last Saturday night at the arena. And the last game tonight will be, this afternoon actually, will be Milwaukee Marquette, the odds-on favorite to win another tournament against Marshfield Columbus. They're playing this afternoon over in the Mecca Arena across the street here. It's the girls' Class A tournament, the opening round. Milwaukee Pius, they have won 4 or 5 tournaments in a row, taking on Fond du Lac St. Mary's Spring Roncalli against Milwaukee St. Mary's Academy also this afternoon. And later on tonight, Appleton Xavier out of the Valley will be playing. So anyway, we are going to give you the starting lineups right now for De Pere Abbot Pennings. And starting for the Squires at 22 and 2, 5'6" guard Tom Binkowski. He is a senior. He's the playmaker. He'll bring the ball up against any kind of pressure. Also in the backcourt will be Joe Herzog, a 6-foot senior guard. And we have Gary Denny, a 6'2" senior guard. Then we move into the front court. There you've got Darren Rankin, 6'6". He's a sophomore. And then Kevin Rankin, the 6'11" senior. And he is headed to Northwestern, and he undoubtedly is the man that Milwaukee Lutheran and everybody in this tournament is aware of. There are a couple of guys here in this tournament we want to keep an eye on. Kevin Rankin, Damon Key at Milwaukee Marquette. He is headed to Marquette. McIlvain from Racine St. Catherine's. He is headed to Marquette. Kevin Rankin, who is headed to Northwestern. Well, now let's give you the starting lineups for Milwaukee Lutheran. In the backcourt, number 20 is Brian Menzel. He's a 5'10" senior guard. His backcourt mate is 6'10" guard Brent Adler. In the front court, we have Steve Bolt. He's a 6'3" forward. We also have 6-foot forward Steve Grunwald for Milwaukee Lutheran, and Jason Toth, a 6'1" center. He's number 50. So as you can see, as I give you those height statistics, Milwaukee Lutheran will not have anybody who can match up with either Rankin brother as far as physical height goes. De Pere Abbot Pennings will have the height advantage and maybe the strength advantage in this ball game. The first few minutes will tell here. We saw Pennings sock it inside against Oshkosh Lourdes and against Fox Valley Lutheran to get some easy baskets, but surprising a lot of people was the outside play of Gary Denny, Joe Herzog, and Tom Binkowski. So often you think that they're just an inside team. Well, that's not necessarily the case with De Pere Abbot Pennings. We're getting ready for the tip-off in just a few moments. Let's take a quick timeout. WISAA tournament action on WDUZ.
The Christmas Connection in the Nicolay Square Mall in West De Pere is your headquarters for holiday cheer throughout the year. If you're planning a St. Patrick's Day party, be sure to stop in to the Christmas Connection for your decorations, party favors, and novelty items like hats and buttons. The Christmas Connection also has unique greeting cards and gift ideas for both St. Patrick's Day and Easter. The Easter tree is up and decorated with Easter ornaments too, so plan to visit the Christmas Connection soon. Nicolay Square Mall, West De Pere.
The sounds of spring. It makes you think of green grass, flowers blooming, and trees awakening from their long winter sleep. It's the promise of greener things to come. That's our business at Barefoot Grass Lawn Service, to make your grass greener and healthier. And we take our job seriously. That's why Barefoot Grass uses only professional dry granular fertilizers. At Barefoot Grass, we bring green things to life. Watch your mailbox for our brochure.
Well, they're getting ready for tip-off here at the Bradley Center. We're having a pretty good crowd this morning with Madison Edgewood beating Whitefish Bay Dominican. Some of those folks have stayed for the second game, while a lot of them have gone home. But the Pennings Squires and Milwaukee Lutheran fans are ready for action. It is Rankin against Jason Toad. As the center jump is underway, De Pere Abbott Pennings controls it easily. With the ball, Joe Herzog hands it off to Benkowski just inside the half-point arc. Down the left corner is Herzog. Herzog, hard dribble left side baseline. Tries to hand it off to Kevin Rankin. It's stolen by Milwaukee Lutheran. On the break is Menzel for Lutheran. They pull up. Look for the three-point shot. That's what Milwaukee Lutheran does. They get it down on the right corner around the perimeter. Drives into the paint, dumps it off to the right side. Steve Bolt, three-point jumper, won't go. Rebound, chased down by Milwaukee Lutheran. They get it back out high, top of the circle over to the left side. Everything works around the three-point arc. They look inside. They do that time. It'll be a foul, blocking foul against Tom Benkowski. They fed Menzel, Brian Menzel inside off that left wing. And Menzel's able to drive through, but Benkowski bodies him. He's called for the foul. It's his first personal, first foul of the game. We're 30 seconds into this, no score yet. De Pere Abbott Pennings against Milwaukee Lutheran. They bring the ball way out high above the three-point arc. Down on the right side, they bring it back out straight away from the basket on the drive. Steve Grunwald looks inside. It's stolen by Benkowski. It was a bounce pass inside, trying to get Brian Menzel from Milwaukee Lutheran. It's picked off by Benkowski. He gets it down to Herzog in the left corner, dumps it down to Darren Rankin back outside. Kevin Rankin out above the three-point arc. Left side jumper. It'll be Herzog from three. It's short off the front of the iron. Milwaukee Lutheran chases down the rebound. No score yet. We played almost 60 seconds of this game. Milwaukee Lutheran pull-up jumper, free throw line. No good for Steve Bolt. Rebound, Darren Rankin. He is fouled on the play, and the foul is going to be called against Brian Menzel for Milwaukee Lutheran. 6:56 to go. We played 1 minute and 4 seconds in this ball game. Both teams appear to be a little tight. De Pere Abbott Pennings has one shot off so far, but they turned it over twice. Milwaukee Lutheran's had two shots, haven't done it. They break the pressure. They get it down to Benkowski, flops it into Darren Rankin in the paint, hands it off to Kevin Rankin. He's going to lay it up. No good. He is fouled before the basket. Rankin put his shot in, actually, but he was fouled before he got it off. He was fouled by Steve Grunwald. Basket waved off. He'll take it out from underneath the basket. They set that up. Benkowski and Darren Rankin broke the pressure. Had a break. They got it to Darren Rankin, who fed Kevin, breaking down into the paint. They get it to Benkowski on the right wing. Drops it off to Herzog. Herzog, little left-hand baby hook. He scores. And Pennings is on the board to start it off, 2-0. Joe Herzog gets the ball on the left side. Little baby jump hook for Joe Herzog. Milwaukee Lutheran down by 2. Drives and penetrates. It's a foul on Kevin Rankin. Steve Grunwald drives in there. Kevin Rankin holds his position. And Steve Grunwald down the right side of the lane bangs into Rankin with his head. He gets knocked over, and they call Kevin Rankin for a foul. It's 2-0. Pennings leading with 6:33 to go here in the first quarter. Brian Menzel inbounds for Milwaukee Lutheran. He looks. He's having problems finding a guy. Gets it in to Adler. He looks inside. He lobs it in to Jason Toke. He kicks it back out high. Steve Grunwald, three-pointers on its way. It's good. Almost an NBA three-point distance. Milwaukee Lutheran. They break the pressure. De Pere Abbott Pennings on a 2-on-1 break. Lobs it into Darren Rankin. Can't control it. They broke the pressure. Benkowski got the ball down the right side. Cross-court pass to Joe Herzog down the left side. A dish off across the paint to Darren Rankin, and he bobbles it out of bounds. Milwaukee Lutheran has it. They work the ball around the perimeter now. Man-to-man coverage for the Squires of De Pere Abbott Pennings. They hit the cutter down the middle. Brian Menzel, he's going to get a charging foul called. Menzel's the cutter through the lane. He fouls Gary Denny, charges into him. We have a turnover for Milwaukee Lutheran. 3-2 the score. Kevin Rankin has a pair. Steve Grunwald has a three-pointer for the Red Knights. Herzog breaks the pressure, gets it up to Gary Denny down the right side, cross-court. There's Benkowski for three. Benkowski shot off the back of the iron. It's recovered by Milwaukee Lutheran. They bring the ball up on a hard dribble up the left side. Looks, penetrates to the left side. It'll be a three-pointer from the left side. Brent Adler, he hits it. Brent Adler for a three-pointer in the left wing. Makes it 6-2. Milwaukee Lutheran. We knew they shot threes, and they're doing exactly that now. They've hit 2 of them. Then he breaks the pressure on a right-hand dribble. Loses control of the ball. He picks it up, gets it over to Kevin Rankin. Down to the left blocks, puts up a shot. It's too hard. Rebound, Milwaukee Lutheran. Here they come. They've got a 4-on-3 if they want to take it. It's one-on-one. Benkowski on the coverage. He puts up a shot. It won't go. Rebound. Scramble. Kevin Rankin picks it up on the scramble out of bounds. Kevin Rankin standing on the line. It will be Milwaukee Lutheran's ball. Brian Menzel came down man-on-man against Tom Benkowski. Put up his shot. Shot wouldn't stay down for him, but the ball for Milwaukee Lutheran when Rankin was out of bounds. He picked up that loose scramble. 13 to go. Milwaukee Lutheran leading Pennings. Menzel will inbound for Milwaukee Lutheran. Hits the cutter. That's Jason Tope. Kicks it back out to the left side. Steve Bolt for a two-pointer just inside that three-point arc. Just inside the three-point arc. 3 field goals, 2 three-pointers so far, and they're all from 19 feet plus. Pennings face a little bit of pressure. Benkowski brings it across the timeline. Just under 5 minutes to go. 8-2. Milwaukee Lutheran down to Herzog. Herzog running one-hander. It's good. He pulls up, does a little jackknife one-hander. Herzog hits it to cut the margin to 8-4. Herzog has all 4 points for De Pere Abbott Pennings. Out above the three-point arc, Milwaukee Lutheran. Brian Menzel hands it off to Steve Grunwald. Grunwald pull-up jumper free throw line. Rattles around. Gary Denny pulls down the rebound for the Squires. And he hands it off to Benkowski. Pennings down by 8-4 right now. Benkowski across the timeline. Hard left-hand dribble. Facing man-to-man coverage. No, it's a zone. It's a zone. They lob it into Kevin Rankin. Hands it off to Greg Cornett. Is now in there. Cornett pull-up jumper count. It is good, I believe. He is fouled on the play, and the basket does, in fact, count Greg Cornett. He has his first field goal of the day, cuts the margin to 8-6. See who the foul is called on. Foul is called on Tom Berger for Milwaukee Lutheran. Berger's first and first team foul against Milwaukee Lutheran. Fourth team foul, rather, against Milwaukee Lutheran. Is that correct? Must be. They have it on a big board. Gary Denny gets the rebound off Cornett Smith. Dishes off to Cornett. Cornett back out to Denny. They're going to reset the offense. Denny in the left corner. Benkowski straight out from the basket. Herzog in the right corner. Denny lobs across court to Herzog. Herzog tries to penetrate down the baseline. He's cut off. Back out to Benkowski. Benkowski's going to penetrate right down the free throw line. Tries to dish off to Kevin Rankin. Batted away. It's a breakout for Milwaukee Lutheran. One man to beat. And it's good. Steve Grunwald was able to beat Gary Denny. Denny couldn't get in front of him. Otherwise, he'd risk the foul. It's a field goal again. It's 10-6. Pennings breaks the pressure. We have a foul. They break the pressure with a little lob pass to Tom Benkowski, who's banged by Tom Berger. Berger picks up his foul, and that's his second team, or second personal, and 15 foul. There you go. Now we have 5-team fouls against Milwaukee Lutheran, so Pennings will be at the line for the remainder of this half. Already, we've only played 4 minutes and 19 seconds, 3:41 to go. Benkowski's at the line. Now we're waiting to see what's going on. Yeah, the bonus is in effect. That's what they're discussing. Benkowski, the 5'6" senior. Well, now what? Horn sound. What's the problem here? Now the officials are going to come over and discuss it. Milwaukee Lutheran fell behind 2-0. Then they grabbed an 8-2 lead. Pennings cut it down to 8-6. It's now 10-6. And I think we're ready to go now. Everybody waiting underneath the free throw lane. And Benkowski receives the ball from the official. All right, we're back underway with 3:41 to go in the first quarter. Milwaukee Lutheran leading Pennings by 4. Benkowski's first is on the way. Rattles around. Lutheran pulls the rebound down. The two guys were on it. They knock each other off the ball, and it rolls out of bounds. The Squires will get it on the inbound play. Milwaukee Lutheran just happens to turn it over. Two guys on top of that rebound of the missed foul shot by Benkowski. Herzog's going to inbound. He looks inside, lobs it back out to Gary Denny, straight out from the basket. Now they'll reset the offense. Benkowski out high. Dribbles to the right side, dishes down the right corner, lob into Rankin. Little pull-up jumper from about 8 feet. Kevin Rankin hits it. They worked that play perfectly. Rankin got down inside, the right of the lane, puts it in from about 8 feet. He's on the board his first. It's 10-8. They work it around the perimeter. There's a three-point jump shot. Milwaukee Lutheran's Brian Menzel sinks it. Another three-pointer. It's 13-8. The Squires break the pressure easily. It's a 3-on-3. Herzog's going all the way down. He scores the basket. It's waved off. It'll be a charge. It was a 3-on-3. Joe Herzog had the lane he thought. Didn't get it. Milwaukee Lutheran player had position. Basket does not count. Foul is against Herzog. We have a change now. Mark Newman comes in for Steve Grunwald for Milwaukee Lutheran. 13-8 to go. 3 minutes of the first period remain. Milwaukee Lutheran They look inside. Now they're going to bring it back out above the three-point arc. Man-to-man pressure by De Pere Abbott Pennings. We have a foul inside Binkowski. Binkowski's battling with Brian Menzel. Binkowski stands 5'6". Menzel stands 5'10". Menzel trying to post Binkowski up. Binkowski banging him with his hips. He gets called for the foul. That is the third team foul against Pennings, and 5 against Milwaukee Lutheran. So Pennings not yet giving Milwaukee Lutheran the bonus. Jeff Bonk comes in to replace Binkowski. Binkowski picked up a second personal. It's stolen by Bonk on the inbound. Jeff Bonk steals it. He loses control of it on this pressure. Milwaukee Lutheran has it. It's a 3-on-1. Milwaukee Lutheran throws it away. They had a 3-on-1 opportunity. Gary Denny, the only Squire who got back on the play enough to disrupt it. And Pennings gets a break on that. They're down by 5, 13-8. They break the pressure now. The cross-court pass to Herzog. Jeff Bonk, right wing jumper. Rattles around off the iron twice. Rebound Milwaukee Lutheran. They're going to bring it down now. 3-on-3. They're not really slowing down, but now they let the rest of the team catch up. They dish it out to the three-point arc. Brent Adler, three-pointer won't go. Rebound by Steve Bolt for Milwaukee Lutheran. The Red Knights handling the boards right now against this taller Pennings team. Out above the three-point circle. Tough man-to-man defense by Pennings. Now they get it above the three-point arc again. Air ball. Kevin Rankin picks it up off the ground. He hits Herzog on an outlet pass. It's a good on the break. He hit Herzog with the outlet pass. Herzog is fouled on the play. It'll be a chance for a three-pointer for Joe Herzog. Rankin picked that ball up off the ground underneath the basket on a loose ball rebound. Herzog had released, he cleared the defense. Rankin's able to hit him with a baseball pass. Herzog scores. He is fouled on the play. 13-10. Joe Herzog has 6 points now. He'll be at the line. We have another substitution in for Milwaukee Lutheran. Now in is 34, Dave Miskomin. He checks in. Pennings in the bonus today. With more than half the quarter remaining, now with 2:08, they've cut this margin to 2, 13-11. Milwaukee Lutheran has the ball on the right wing. Herzog all over his man, Mark Newman. Newman tries to penetrate. He's blocked off. Brian Menzel, left side, three-pointer. He drives, penetrates, dishes back off. They get it down to Miskomin. He hands it off to Brent Adler. He's going to penetrate. Dish. Score it. Score it, Jason Toth. He dished to Jason Toth, who was on the left side of the lane. He went up for the layup, and he was fouled on the play. I believe it was Jeff Bonk who got a hold of him there. And the foul was, in fact, on Greg Cornett. Make that correction. Greg Cornett banged him. Now 15-11. Milwaukee Lutheran, making that play work as they penetrate and dish. Toth converts. Gets a three-pointer in the traditional fashion. Field goal and the free throw. Oh, I don't know if you can actually say that anymore. The way three-point arc's the way it is. Squires break the pressure. No. Denny threw it away. He tried to hit Herzog. It was intercepted by Milwaukee Lutheran. Pull-up three-pointer. Steve Grunwald shot it short. Batted around, kicked around. De Pere Abbott Pennings picks it up, and they call a timeout. A minute 34 remaining. Let's take a timeout. It's Milwaukee Lutheran 16, De Pere Abbott Pennings 11. Gets the ball, they break the pressure. Bonk down the right side. He looks inside, nothing going. He brings it back out. They're going to reset the offense. Man-to-man pressure. Milwaukee Lutheran hassling the De Pere Abbott Pennings Squires. Knocked out of bounds. Steve Grunwald got a hand in there, knocked it out. Pennings will reset. They're down by 5, 16-11 with a minute 25 to go in the quarter. Gary Denny, a left-hand dribble. He's fouled by Steve Grunwald. Grunwald fouls Joe Herzog as Herzog received the pass from Bonk. And Herzog's at the line. Remember now, Pennings got into the bonus with just under 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. They're going to be in the bonus situation for the entire second quarter in this ball game. And here Abbott Pennings has to convert these one-on-one opportunities. They're down by 5. Pennings only has 3 team fouls against. Not correct, Jeff. They have 5. Denny's first free throw is good. Makes it a 16-12 ball game. Denny's first points of the game. Grunwald checks out, and coming in for him, let's take a look. Who do we have? Mark Newman checks back in for Milwaukee Lutheran. Denny's second is short. Rebound, Cornett. Cornett, turnaround jumper. It's too hard off the iron. Rankin over the top. He gets it. He puts it up. It's a foul. Do they count the basket? I don't believe they're going to. They're going to say Jason Toth fouled Rankin before he got his shot off. And Rankin is going to go to the line. He'll have two. Rankin at 6'11", outsizes everybody on the Milwaukee Lutheran team by 7 or 8 inches. He was able to just go over the top of those long arms and get that ball. It'll be a 1-and-1 for Kevin Rankin. His first is on its way. It's short. So Pennings unable to capitalize on the offensive rebound by Kevin Rankin. They're down 4, 16-12. Milwaukee Lutheran. They penetrate, they dish outside. Work the ball on the right side. He penetrates into the paint. They get it back out to Miskomen. Miskomen over to Jason Toth. They get it down to the right corner. It's Mark Newman with it. Newman back out to Brent Adler. He goes to the right side a little bit, down to the right wing. And we have a foul inside. It'll be a foul on Jeff Bonk. He pushed his man, Ryan Menzel, to the court as they were, Menzel was posting up. They're looking to get it into Menzel, but Bonk fouls him. So Menzel goes to the line. Less than a minute to go here in the first quarter. First round action in the WISAA tournament. De Pere Abbot Pennings in here by virtue of their 2 wins in the Brown County Arena last weekend when they took apart Oshkosh Lutheran and Fox Valley Lutheran. Having a tougher time of it this morning with the Red Knights of Milwaukee Lutheran. Menzel's shot is good. 17-12. I have Menzel for 4 points. I'm missing 2 somewhere on the scorecard, but we'll track it down at least by halftime, so we'll try to keep you up to date on who's doing what. Menzel has the second one coming now. And it's on its way. That shot is good as well. Substitution for Milwaukee Lutheran. Coming out is Menzel, and in now is Tom Berger. Berger has 2 fouls in the first few minutes of this ballgame. They throw that pressure on. They double team Rankin. He gets it over to Denny. Down the cross-court pass to Jeff Bonk. He's going to bring it out. Pennings is going to reset the offense. Pennings turned the ball over once or twice this quarter off the pressure, but they've beaten it as well. Milwaukee Lutheran gambling. Bonk, pull-up jumper, free throw line. It's a little short. Scramble around for the ball. Milwaukee Lutheran pulls it down. Here come the Knights. They drop it down to the right corner. Berger's going to penetrate all the way. Hits it underneath the basket. Kevin Rankin disrupted the shot there. Let the guy go by, but he was too far underneath the basket. Hit the backside, underside of the rim. We're down to 23 seconds to go in the game. Or in the first quarter, actually. I'll correct that. Pennings working around. They're going for the last shot. Down to 15. Herzog's going to penetrate down the free throw line. Dishes to Cornett. Cornett brings it back out. Joe Herzog has it now. Three-pointer straight out. It's on its way. Rattles around. No good. Kevin Rankin rebound. Puts it up short. Rebound Milwaukee Lutheran. They're going to not get the last shot off. So that's the first quarter. Milwaukee Lutheran 18. De Pere Abbot Pennings 12 on WDUZ. Couple of three-pointers by Milwaukee Lutheran. They have an 18-12 lead. They set up a pick to clear their man. They bring it back out. Three-point jump shot. No, just inside the 2. Jason Toth just inside the three-point arc. These guys will fire it up from 3. They do it. Benkowski breaks the pressure. Dribbles through the lane. Now they're going to reset. 20-12 now. Milwaukee Lutheran up. They get it to Darren Rankin, top of the key. He gets out to Benkowski down to the right side. Herzog. Herzog's inbounds pass is knocked away, but he picks it up. Herzog back out to Benkowski. They work to the left side. Gary Denny tries to penetrate. Blocked off. Benkowski out high. Three-pointer. Missed everything. Missed everything. He missed it by a good 6 inches. And he picks it up. Loose ball. Benkowski has a break. Benkowski's going all the way down. Puts it up, and it's good. Benkowski picked the ball clean, and he had the breakaway. He made up for it there. Cuts the lead at 21-14. They must have counted that as a 3. Just want to correct that. Give Jason Toth a three-pointer on that play. I saw him point down 2. They must have given him 3. Pennings man-to-man, causing some problems for Milwaukee Lutheran. He almost loses the ball as Brent Adler. He gets it back out to Steve Grunwald. He's going to penetrate. Dish down underneath the basket. They kick it back out left side. Three-point jump shot is good by Steve Bolt. It's another three-pointer, and it makes it 21-14. De Pere Abbot Pennings down by 10. Steve Bolt fired up another 3, and he hit the 3. Pennings with the ball. They work it around the perimeter. Joe Herzog penetrates right side. Pull-up jumper. It's short. Rankin got a hand on it. Can't control it. It's a 2-on-1 for Milwaukee Lutheran. They get it to Grunwald, who scores. Grunwald and Brian Menzel work the 2-on-1 break perfectly, and they score. It is now 26-14. The Squires call a timeout before this one gets too far away. 6:16 to go in the half. We'll take a timeout on WDUZ. Did make that correction. Jason Toth only got a 2-pointer on that play there that we thought was going to be, they put up a 3-pointer on the board. Well, the officials have caught it here. Now we're going to reset the clock. I believe it should be 25-14. What happened is they took a point away from Pennings, didn't take a point away from Milwaukee Lutheran on the scoreboard yet, so we're going to get that thing straightened out here. Milwaukee Lutheran fires it up from 3-point range. Toth's shot was inside the 3-point arc, and I saw the official hold up 2 fingers, so actually you hold it down below your waist. No arms went up like a field goal in football, or a touchdown signal, but the scoreboard operator gave it to him. Well, now they have it straightened out. With 6:16 to go, it's 25-14. Gotta tell you what, Milwaukee Lutheran gets up and down this court in fine fashion. Brian Menzel and Steve Grunwald worked a 2-on-1 break perfectly. Grunwald finishing off the play. They passed the ball back and forth from half court all the way down. And they had, I think it was Benkowski, the only guy back there. He was all twisted and turned. He couldn't really defend the play because they worked it perfectly. Well, Pennings breaks the pressure this time. They have a 3-on-3, but they're going to hold up, let everybody else come down court. Kevin Rankin has 2 points. Darren Rankin is scoreless. Gary Denny with the ball, lobs it into Kevin Rankin. It's too high, out of bounds on DePere Abbott Pennings. Denny tried to lob it into Kevin Rankin. He was unable to get it to him over Rankin's head. Milwaukee Lutheran has it, and an 11-point lead with just under 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Grunwald with it for Milwaukee Lutheran. He gets it to Jason Toth. Toth looks inside. Posting up is Brian Menzel, the 5'10 guard who scores over Tom Benkowski. It is 27-14. Brian Menzel, 7 points. Joe Herzog breaks the pressure. He loses control of the ball. He kicked it. No, wait a second. What do we have here? They gave it to Pennings. And Pennings got a break here. It looked like Joe Herzog just lost control of it, but they say it went off the foot of one of the players from Milwaukee Lutheran. So the Squires may have caught a break here. Maybe they can parlay this into a couple of points. They are down by 13 with 5.5 to go in the second quarter. Lob pass to Kevin Rankin, tries to dish to Darren Rankin through his hands. Benkowski picks it up, hands it off to Gary Denny. Back out to Benkowski out high. Penetrates the free throw line. Bounce pass to Kevin Rankin, looks inside, nothing going. Back out to Herzog for 3. Herzog drains a 3-pointer from the right side. Makes it 27-17. Joe Herzog has 10 points here in the first half for DePere Abbott Pennings, the only Squire scoring. Kevin Rankin has 2 points. Tom Benkowski has 4. Greg Cornett 2. Gary Denny 1. They get the ball down to Menzel. Menzel looks, dishes off. Miskovic breaking down. Darren Rankin got a hand on it to deflect it out of the way. Benkowski gets the ball now from Kevin Rankin. 27-17, 4:52 to go here in the first half. Gary Denny with the ball. Cross-court pass to Kevin Rankin. Rankin puts it on the ground once. Puts it up. It counts. It's good. We have a charge, I believe, on Kevin Rankin. They're going to count the basket. Rankin got the ball at the free throw lane. At the free throw line, put it on the ground once. Lead-in jumper was good, but he's called for a charge on the play. That's Kevin Rankin's second personal foul. Going to the line, it's number 34, Dave Miskovic. Miskovic is 5'11", giving up almost a foot to Kevin Rankin, but he's able to take the charge that time. 1-1 for Miskovic and Milwaukee Lutheran. Miskovic puts the ball on the court, wipes his hands, picks it up. Shot is on its way. It's off the front of the iron. Darren Rankin with the rebound, hands it off to Benkowski. Pennings was down by 13 points at 27-14. They scored 6 in a row, 5 in a row. Benkowski's shot, no good. Darren Rankin rebound, rattles around and rolls out. Milwaukee Lutheran pulls down the rebound, and they run down the court. Now they're going to set their offense. Menzel dishes off to the left side. It's through the hands of Steve Bolton, out of bounds. The Squires get it. A 27-14 lead down to 27-19. Pennings has the ball. They scored the last 5 points. Joe Herzog's going to inbound. We have 8 players in the back court here. The only guy down court, Darren Rankin. He is being guarded by Steve Bolton, Milwaukee Lutheran. Well, Lutheran's doing a fine job of thwarting the inside play of the 2 Rankins so far. Darren Rankin with the ball out high above the 3-point arc. He's triple team, gets it over to Gary Denny. Denny's out near the timeline, dishes down to the left corner. Benkowski back out high to Gary Denny over to the right side. Herzog open for a 3, puts up a shot, it's short. Milwaukee Lutheran clears the boards. And here they come. They drop it down to Steve Bolt on the run. Bolt pulls up the 3-point arc, hands it off to Jason Toth out high. Jason Toth over to the left side, and Steve Grunwald with it. Drops down left corner to Toth. Turnaround jumper. Menzel's shot won't stay down. Menzel at 5'10" is posting up Tom Binkowski. He has 4 inches over the senior guard for Pennings. He's posting him up. Turnaround jumper that time would not stay for Brian Menzel. They lob it into Kevin Rankin. He pulls the ball down. He scores. He's fouled on the play. The foul is on Grunwald. Make it a chance for a 3-point play here for Kevin Rankin. Got the ball on the lob, put it on the court one time, powered his way in, and he's fouled on it. It's 27-21. The foul is on Grunwald. He is going to sit down now with 3 personals. He has 5 points for Milwaukee Lutheran. Make it 7 points. Just found my missing 2. There you go. Off the big board here at the Bradley Center. Rankin's free throw is good. Kevin Rankin has 7 points now. For the Squires, 27-22. Kevin Rankin battling. He loses control of the ball. Jason Toth has it, dishes it off now to Brian Menzel just inside the 3-point arc. It's 29-22. Brian Menzel picked up that loose ball. Rankin and Toth were battling for it. Came loose to Menzel. He was able to sink it from the right wing. They break the pressure. Bounce pass over to Denny. Hands it back off to Herzog. Herzog 360 move into the paint. We have a foul called on the play. Foul will be on number 22, Tom Berger for Milwaukee Lutheran. That'll be his 3rd personal, and he is going to take a seat on the bench. Well, the Squires are starting to handle this full court pressure that Milwaukee Lutheran sets up. Starting to get some 3-on-1s, 3-on-2s. That time they broke the pressure, didn't get the shot, but they got it to Joe Herzog, who went in and was going to penetrate, either get a shot or be fouled on the play, and he was fouled by Tom Berger, who takes a seat on the bench. And Herzog's at the line for a 1-and-1. First shot's on its way. It's no good. Bounces off, and Milwaukee Lutheran clears the boards. On a hard dribble down is Menzel. Menzel's cut off at the baseline by Rankin and Herzog. Kevin Rankin comes out high. The guard against Steve Bolt. Bolt pulls up his dribble. Dishes off to Miskomen. Miskomen has it. Gives it off to Menzel. Cross court, number 40, Steve Bolt. Pull-up jumper from 3-point range, no good. Long rebound. Bolt picks it up. Gets it over to Jason Toth. Toth looks for 3. Darren Rankin's right on top of him. There's some problems, and Bolt throws it away. Nice defense by Darren Rankin. He came out on Steve Bolt way out high above the 3-point arc, and we have a timeout on the court here. Let's hold it here for just a second. That played. Bolt had the ball on the right wing above the 3-point arc. Bolt picked up his dribble. The second he picked up the dribble, Darren Rankin came out right on top of him, face to face, and he wouldn't let Bolt get some pressure by Milwaukee Lutheran. Nearly a turnover. They get the ball over to Denny on the right side. Denny bounce pass to Herzog. Herzog left side, tries to go through the paint, and is deflected out of bounds by Milwaukee Lutheran, but they say it went off the hands of Darren Rankin. So now, the Pennings Squires had a chance to narrow the gap back to 5. They're down by 7. They're back on defense. Menzel with the ball. Menzel, hard left-hand dribble. Pulls up outside the 3-point arc to Miskomen. Miskomen looks inside. They get it out to Steve Bolt. Steve Bolt works it around to the right side. It's Brian Menzel again in the right corner. Menzel, back and forth dribble, tries to pass it off. Loose ball on the court. And it's through the legs of Joe Herzog. They say it went off the back of Herzog's leg, so out of bounds. Possession belongs to Milwaukee Lutheran. Menzel picked up the ball, and the second he picked up his dribble there, 3 Squires jumped out on him and nearly forced the turnover. Miskomen with the ball out high. Gets it over to Menzel. Menzel dishes off. Miskomen from 3-point range. He misses everything. It'll be out of bounds. I think a lot of these kids have some problems when they get into the big Bradley Center arena with depth perception here. They're used to playing in their gymnasiums and such, and there are no walls behind the basket. We're playing in an 18,600-seat arena today, and I think there's a little problem with depth perception. We saw this happen in the first game, too. A lot of balls coming up short. Gets the ball around the timeline. Minute 40 to go. 7-point lead for Milwaukee Lutheran over the Squires. Kevin Rankin with the ball, top of the key. Works to the left side. Gary Denny for 3 points. Denny's ball is short. Rebound on the weak side by Miskomen for Milwaukee Lutheran. Bringing the ball down hard on the right side is Menzel. Menzel pulls up 3-point arc, fakes his man up in the air, puts up a shot. It's no good. Kevin Rankin gets it. Joe Herzog releases, but he's not open for the outlet pass. So Rankin hands it off to Binkowski. Back to Rankin, top of the 3-point circle. Gets it to Gary Denny on the right side. Denny, lob pass. Kevin Rankin, great play there. The basket counts. He's fouled on the play. Foul is on Brian Menzel. Joe give and go. Kevin Rankin got the ball. Dished off to the right wing to Gary Denny. Denny lobs it back into Rankin, who's able to put her in off the backboard. He scores and is fouled on the play. Kevin Rankin now has 9 points, and the foul is called on Brian Menzel. That's his second. So Rankin make it. So Rankin can convert here, make it a three-point play. They can narrow this gap to 4, 29-25. But right now it's 29-24. Rankin. His free throw is on its way. It looks good. It is good. Kevin Rankin with 10 points now. Pennings getting back into this ball game. They were down by 13. Milwaukee Lutheran had the game at a helter-skelter pace, which suits their style. Working the ball around the perimeter. Mark Newman with it to Menzel down to the right side. Jason Toth in the corner. Brings it out a left-hand dribble. He dishes off to Mark Newman. Newman into the paint. Turnaround jumper is blocked by Kevin Rankin. Menzel put up a three-pointer. Menzel penetrates. Shot is blocked. A rebound shot is deflected by Joe Herzog. Here Abbot Pennings has it. Nice play by Kevin Rankin. Menzel penetrates. Pull-up jumper is rejected by Kevin Rankin. The Squires can narrow it down. They're down by 4. A three-pointer draws them to within 1, of course. Loose ball. Darren Rankin picks it up, loses control. Intercepted now by Herzog. An outlet pass was deflected by Herzog. Was able to track it down, and the Squires are going to set up again. We're down to 20 seconds. Binkowski directing they're going for one shot. He sets Denny up on the right side. Denny double teamed along the sideline. He's in trouble. Gets it out to Binkowski. Over to the left side. Herzog's going to penetrate, but it was a quick one step, and he travels. 10 seconds to go. Pennings had a chance to narrow the gap, down by 4. Herzog had the opening, but as he's going to penetrate from just inside the three-point arc, does that head and shoulder fake, and then takes that one quick step, which is almost always a travel. We're down to 4, down to 3, down to Menzel. His shot is blocked by Herzog. No, they're going to get Herzog on a foul with 1 second to go. Menzel posted Herzog up on the left blocks, went up for his jump shot, but Herzog caught him with the body and caught him on the arm. So Menzel has a chance to increase this lead to 6 points again for Milwaukee Lutheran. Had 2 chances that time to narrow this gap. Unable to do so, but they've gotten back into this game after being down by 13 points at 27-14. 26-14. I want to correct that. And that three-pointer that wasn't 3 points was 2. Menzel's first shot is good. Second one is on its way, and that one is good as well. 31-25. It's a long down court pass to Binkowski. Scramble around. Binkowski can't control it. It was intercepted by Steve Bolt. And that's the first half. Milwaukee Lutheran leading De Pere Abbot Pennings by a score of 31-25. We'll be back in just 60 seconds on WDUZ. It's going to inbound here, and the second half of action is underway. Pennings down by 6 points. 16 minutes to go in this ball game. Third quarter action. There's a lob pass. They get it over to Jason Toth left side. He's picked up by Darren Rankin. They cross-court it now. Brian Menzel with it. Menzel with the ball. Binkowski's on him. Menzel's going to drive him into the paint. Double team. Darren Rankin comes over to help. Shot is altered a little bit. Kevin Rankin gets it. His relay pass is intercepted. Toth, three-pointer from outside. No. Kevin Rankin jumped out to disrupt that shot a little bit. So Pennings gets the ball. Pennings trying to pick up their defensive intensity against these guys. They've done so. They picked it up there in the second quarter. Started limiting the three-point jump shot attempt for Lutheran. Lutheran, though, able to score from the inside a few times. Rankin, turnaround jumper, free throw line. He hits it. Kevin Rankin now has 12 points, and it's a violation against Milwaukee Lutheran on the inbound play. Lutheran turns it over on the inbound play. The guy steps over the line, and now De Pere Abbot Pennings has a chance again to cut the gap to within 2. 31-27, 7:15 to go. Lob it into Kevin Rankin. To Herzog, they kick it back out to Binkowski. Down to Herzog in the right corner. Lob pass, Kevin Rankin. Baseline jumper is good. No, it isn't. Rattles around. Darren Rankin rebound. Tipped it to himself. Got it. His shot no good. Follows zone rebound. He's going to power it up off the glass. It's good that time. Darren Rankin really after it that time. A couple of offensive rebounds from his own missed shots. He's able to put it in. 31-29. Three-point jump shot outside. Brent Adler, he hits it. That's the way to answer for Milwaukee Lutheran. They do it one way and one way only. Set it up outside the three-point arc and fire away. They've stretched it out to 34-29. They try to lob it into Darren Rankin. It tips out of bounds. Milwaukee Lutheran, as I mentioned before, the pregame warm-ups, they all had a T-shirt. All the T-shirts had the number 3 on it. I asked one of the kids, what does that mean? He says, 3 points. Just like that, they hit a 3-point. Binkowski has it now, 34-29. Denny got away from his man. He's going to drive left side baseline. No. Rebound. Scrambled around. Darren Rankin had a hand on it. Milwaukee Lutheran comes away with it, though. They get it over to Menzel. Menzel down the right side. Pulls up his dribble. This is off. It'll be a 3-point shot. Steve Bolt. It's on the way. It's short. Gary Denny picks a rebound up off the floor. Hands it off to Binkowski. Now Binkowski will slow it down. Bring it across the timeline. 6:15. 34-29. Third quarter action. Lob pass. Kevin Rankin left block. He turnaround jumper is good. Rankin gets the lob pass, and he hits a turnaround Jade. from about 8 feet, left side baseline. Rankin with 14 points now. Nobody can stop him. If he gets the ball, he's going to have a good shot because he's a good 7, 8, 9 inches taller than these Milwaukee Lutheran kids. It's a 34-31 ball game, less than 6 minutes to go in the quarter. Jason Toth with it, tries to bounce it inbounds. We have a foul. I believe it's Kevin Rankin on a push. Let's get the official word here as they come up to the scorer's table. And it will be a foul on Tom Benkowski. Benkowski picks it up. He was in the vicinity. That's his third. He's going to take a seat next to Bob LaViolet. Jeff Bonk comes in. 34-31. DePere Abbott Pennings has cut this lead down to 3. They work the ball around the perimeter. Milwaukee Lutheran has it. They get it over to Steve Grunwald. Grunwald over to Jason Toth in the left wing. Toth dribbles near the paint. His pass is disrupted there by Darren Rankin. Mad scramble for the ball. DePere Abbott Pennings comes up with it. Pennings had the ball. Tried to outlet pass over the half-court line. Intercepted by Lutheran, but intercepted back by DePere Abbott Pennings. Bonk is the point man on this offense. Lob pass Kevin Rankin. They're not going to stop. He goes up. He steps out of bounds. He got the ball down to the left block. He was going to take it and power his way up there, but then he went on a reverse. He stepped out of bounds. Turnover for the Squires. 34-31. 5:15 to go in the third quarter. Man-to-man defense for DePere Abbott Pennings. Grunwald with the ball for Milwaukee Lutheran. To the free throw line, 360. Wall of Squire players there. Disruptive shot. He fires it up anyway. He went on a 360 move just inside the lane. Turned around. There were 3 Squire players there, and he went up for the shot anyway and missed it. Jeff Bonk with it now for the Squires. Bonk, he's double teamed, looking for help. He loses control of the ball, and he fouls. He fouls Steve Bolt. Probably a good foul for DePere Abbott Pennings. Bonk pulled up his dribble. He was double teamed by Milwaukee Lutheran. Tried to battle his way through the double team. Lost control of the ball to Steve Bolt. And Bolt had a 2-man breakaway going the other direction for Milwaukee Lutheran, but Bonk fouled him. 34-31, under 5 to go now. 4:40 to go in the third quarter. Grunwald with the ball on the right wing. Gets it over to Toth. Toth back out to Brent Adley. They work the ball around the perimeter. Grunwald with it now. Left-hand dribble. Brings it down. Jumps it down left corner. There's Brian Menzel with it. Menzel tries to pass it out. Loose ball. It'll be a foul on Steve Grunwald. That'll be Grunwald's 4th personal foul. Menzel got the ball down to the left side. Looked like he was expecting Grunwald to cut. Grunwald was standing outside the three-point arc. Threw it in the paint. And all that was there were Pennings players. Grunwald picks up his 4th personal foul. He has to sit on the bench. Tom Berger for the Red Knights of Milwaukee Lutheran. 34-31. A 3-pointer would tie it. 2-pointer and a free throw. Any way you cut it, Pennings has cut this lead down. Kevin Rankin, jump shot, 15 feet, little short. Milwaukee Lutheran pulls it away. Hard dribble down the right side is Menzel. He'll pull up, no, left-hand dribble into the three-point arc, kicks it back out. 3-pointer from the right side is Steve Bolt. Steve Bolt hits another 3-pointer. That's 6 on the game for Milwaukee Lutheran. There's that pressure. Kevin Rankin gets the ball. He's been getting the inbound pass. They lob it into him, then he looks for a cutter. Jeff Bonk, running one-hander, won't go. Rebound, Cornett, reverse layup, no. Rebound, Kevin Rankin. He's fouled on the play by Jason Toth. Kevin Rankin was able to use his height that time to keep that ball alive. Greg Cornett had one offensive rebound, missed the shot. Rankin picked off the rebound of Cornett, put up his rebound basket attempt, fouled on the play, and the foul, I missed it. What did they get? Well, Rankin's at the line for 2. First one's on its way, and it's good. 37-32. Kevin Rankin has 15 points. Joe Herzog has 10. They're doing almost all of the scoring. 25 of the 32 points. A second shot off the front of the iron, off the back of the iron, off the front of the iron, and into the hands of the Milwaukee Lutheran player. Pushes it all the way down, hard right side. No, his layup attempt rolls off, and it's out of bounds on Milwaukee Lutheran. Tom Berger got that ball on the rebound. He went coast to coast. Layup attempt rolls off. DePere Abbott Pennings has the ball. They're down by 5. 3:40 to go in the third quarter. 37-32. Denny with the ball, looks, bounce pass into Jeff Bonk. Bonk right in front of me on the right side. Pennings going from left to right. They're in white today. Milwaukee Lutherans in red. Bonk left-hand dribble to the left side. Hands it off to Joe Herzog. Back out to Bonk. Bonk looks inside. Gets Greg Cornett. Turnaround jumper. Puts up a shot. They're not going to count it. Are they going to let him go to the line? I don't believe so. The foul is called on Jason Toth. Cornett put his man up in the air, and his man, Jason Toth, ended up on top of Bonk before he was able to get a shot attempt off, so it'll be an inbounds play for De Pere Abbott Pennings. Third team foul against Milwaukee Lutheran, and that is the fourth foul against Jason Toth. So he joins Steve Grunwald on the bench for Milwaukee Lutheran. Turnaround jump shot. Kevin Rankin from about 10 feet. It won't go. And a triple team underneath on Brian Menzel. We have a foul called against De Pere Abbott Pennings. That'll be the third foul on the Squires. Kevin Rankin's had a couple of shots this quarter so far. Unable to convert on all of them. Got a turnaround jump shot from about 12, 14 feet in the paint. Wouldn't stay. Menzel brings it up, bounce pass down in the right corner to Brent Adler for Milwaukee Lutheran. Back out to Miskomen. Miskomen straight away from the basket, 23 feet. Now he dribbles in. He tries to go down the lane. He does. His shot rolls off. Miskomen beat Kevin Rankin down the right side of the lane. His layup attempt wouldn't fall for him, though, and the Squires pull down the board. Under 3 minutes now. Crossover dribble by Bonk, gets himself open, lose control of the ball. Now he has it, gets it back to Herzog for three. Herzog's shot is too hard. Rebound for Milwaukee Lutheran. It was even in rebounds at halftime, and it's got to be even at this juncture of the third quarter. Surprising, because Pennings has a height advantage over Lutheran. Miskomen for three. Little hard, long rebound. Pulled down by Steve Bolt. Hands it back off to Tom Berger. They work it around the perimeter. Miskomen with it down in the right corner. Miskomen in trouble. Bounce pass inside. What a pass to Menzel. His shot goes. Man, oh man, Miskomen. A little wraparound bounce pass to Berger cutting through. Berger's able to put it up. He gets hammered on the play. And the basket counts. The foul is called. Gary Denny picks up the foul. It is 39-32. The Squires have had an opportunity to cut this lead down. They've just been unable to convert on the offensive end a couple of times down. And Milwaukee Lutheran, with a 7-point lead, can boost it to 8 if Brian Menzel's able to convert. Situation here and make it a 3-point play. He does. Brian Menzel now has 14 points. Pinkowski comes in for Jeff Bonk. Pennings down by 8 now, 40-32. They cut this gap to 34-31 at one point in the third quarter. They get it to Kevin Rankin on a lot pass. He has Denny on a breakaway, but Denny travels. Denny had a wide open basket down the right side, and he travels on the play. Another big turnover for De Pere Abbott Pennings. Milwaukee Lutheran wide open, a 3-point jump shot. Mark Newman, someone left him all alone, and Newman's able to drain it from 20 feet. There was no one within 10 feet of him. Thrown away by Kevin Rankin. Milwaukee Lutheran has it again. Tom Berger with it. Backs out to Menzel. Menzel tries to hit inside to Berger on a give and go, but it's disrupted by Pennings, and the Squires have the ball. They are down by 10 points. Mark Newman hits another 3-pointer. That's 7. They lob it into Rankin. Touch pass back out to Denny. Over to the right side. Herzog's going right baseline. Hands it off to Darren Rankin. Darren Rankin's running one-hander is good. 42-34. Darren Rankin's on the board. His first basket of the day. An 8-point lead. Pull-up jumper. NBA distance. Missed everything by Steve Bolt. They dished it off to Bolt. NBA distance. 23-9. Something like that. He missed everything. Coming in now for Milwaukee Lutheran, Craig Evans. It is an 8-point ball game. Pennings has fallen asleep in the last couple of moments here on a couple of plays. Gary Denny had a breakaway basket on a pass from Rankin, but he traveled on it, then down the other end. They left Mark Newman all alone. There wasn't anybody within 10 feet of him. Whoever's guarding him lost track of him, and Newman was able to drain a 3-pointer on a fast break. They get it to Darren Rankin, 12 feet from the basket on the right baseline. Pulls it back out. Pinkowski has the ball. We're down to a minute 15 to go. 43-34 in this ball game. There's a running pull-up jumper. Joe Herzog hits. 43-36. They get the ball down. Into the blocks, posting up as Menzel. His shot is no good, out of bounds. Well, I don't know. I had 42-32, and all of a sudden it's 43-36. I don't know where I missed the point here, if I did. I must have. I don't see anybody from Pennings over there discussing the situation with the scores, a situation we had in the first half, and an error is made. Kevin Rankin gets a break. Mike Rader is in now for the Squires. It's a 7-point deficit. Pennings down to Milwaukee Lutheran.